My green leafies are finished. Apparently green really looks great on my skin and it pops and it holds and cool. I hold cool tones really well, like my butterfly. This butterfly is at least 10 years old. And all of these spider webs and tree branches and sacred geometry is all by the same artist who did the butterfly, Carrie Kahn. Yeah, I had a friend asking for a picture of my new ink. So it's hard to take a photo of your own shoulder. Maybe I got to do like set the phone up and maybe I could do that actually. Let me see. There. Okay. Hey. Maybe I can learn how to do like actually like use the timer. I'm so into these fall color leaves. They look ridiculously good. They are maple leaves from maple trees because I grew up in Oregon with a lot of maple trees, and I saw these kind of pot leaf shaped leaves often, and I love them. And now we've got all the seasons represented on this tattoo. Oh boy. Yeah, it's all of everything from here, all of the skin color, all of this from here, yay, elbow time, all the way up to here. We're gonna have to finish coloring that in. And this too, ooh, I don't know how we're gonna, I just want to say, because I know, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, if you want a tattoo, if you like tattoos, if you're like, I want to get tattoos one day, if you already have tattoos and you're thinking about where to put your next one, can I just say, the inside of the arm, the bicep, the inside of the bicep. And as a massage therapist, I know about pain and I know about nerves and where they come from. This part of your body is super sensitive to pain because you have a bunch of nerves that come out of your neck that go down into your arm. It's called the brachial plexus, and it's a bundle of nerves, so it's extremely sensitive. You also have another bundle of nerves that come out of your lower back, and they go down your butt cheek. And you've heard of sciatica? Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the sciatic nerve. So I've talked to people who've been tattooed from their face down and their whole body's covered in full, they call it bodysuit. I've seen people with full bodysuits and I've said, where's the most painful place to get tattooed? And they're like, butt cheek. 100%. So yeah, I recently got a tattoo as well on my shin and it's gorgeous and it healed really fast and it was hardly painful at all. It was like, it hurt a little bit while we were doing the tattoo. I mean, tattoos hurt. You're getting a needle poked into your skin. You're going to feel it. Okay. But it wasn't that bad. I didn't feel like I was holding back twitching. I didn't have to super focus to hold still. It was like, oh, that hurts. Yeah, it's scratchy, whatever. But it was no biggie. And even the healing process, normally it feels like burning fire. Normally it feels like the worst sunburn of your life, but I didn't have any of that burning sensation or pain after the tattoo. This still hurts right now. This was 4 days ago, and it feels a little hot, and if it's sensitive, like having a sunburn, right? So if I lean up against something, I can feel it. But yeah, the shin one didn't fucking hurt at all. And it's a trip. And then I showed it to one of my clients and she goes, ooh, man, is that gnarly right there on the shin, on the bone? And I was like, no, it's not. And here too, the bone, on the wrist, the bone, yeah, if you feel it poke, if you get a tattoo near a bone, say here's a bone in my arm, right? There's a flat bone right along here that I use to massage people all the time. It's called the ulna, I believe. See it? Now you can see it because there's no ink on this arm. So when they're tattooing you along this bone, you feel the vibration in the bone. So it goes you feel it down into your wrist or up. You feel it across the bone. It just feels weird and kind of grindy, but it doesn't feel any more painful. Now, the painful feeling of like burning, tearing, scraping, stabbing into your skin, essentially getting cut, like the cutting aspect of the tattoo, because it is cutting into you. The pain aspect of the cutting into the skin is way more felt in areas that have more nerves. Nerves are what feel. So like you could probably get a tattoo on your skull, and if it's not a lot of nerves, it's probably not that bad. You get tattoos on your fingers, it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker because there's a fuck ton of nerves in those fingers. So anyway, if you want to get tattooed, let me just say, I'm not looking forward to this. I might get some lidocaine. They're beautiful. I love it. But holy shit, so painful. The outside of the arm, not so bad. No biggie. The forearm, meh, not that bad. This side of the arm, a little more sensitive, yeah, a little more delicate skin there, but this fucking brachial plexus space sucks. So if you're gonna get a tattoo, maybe don't do the insides of your arms. Since I told you about it, I figured I'll show you this one too. This beauty here is the Greek goddess Hecate. Hecate. I like Hecate. And she's a Greek goddess of witchcraft and the moon. So she's not done yet. This is just the outline, but it's gonna get shaded in black and gray. I'm officially getting some black and gray pieces added to my collection because I have a lot of color, and yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be crazy having a full sleeve. But I have a lot of colorful pieces, and it's time for black and gray. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, what are all those cots on your finger? Well, I have boo-boos on my hand. I have some burns. Where's my cup of tea? These are called finger cots. My dad used to have similar things, like a little thing, like a thimble that they use for sorting mail. This is for covering up wounds. So I've got Band-Aids. I've got some Band-Aids on like little, I twisted something like this and I cut multiple fingers like a little fucking paper cut. And they're very painful, and I wash my hands a million times a day, and I'm cooking and I'm doing a bunch of stuff in the kitchen, and I have to keep getting my hands wet and touching things. And I'm not trying to get lemon juice up in those cuts. No thanks. So I figured I'll just cover them up. But Band-Aids don't last for more than one hand washing, right? If once a Band-Aid gets wet, good luck keeping that on. So I'm just using the cots to, essentially hold the Band-Aids on and keep them dry while I do a bunch of stuff with my hands. And on this finger, there's a burn and there's a burn as well. I tend to get clumsy I tend to hurt myself in clusters, or like when it's a clumsy thing where I'm like, oh, I burned my hand. I tend to like hurt my hand 3 more times that same week. But my girl who did the tattoo, she actually gave me some of this Derma Bond shield stuff that they put over the tattoo that you can leave on for several days, which I did, but it was it's off now. She gave me some extra for my burns on my finger because it like holds on for multiple days. So I've got that wrapped around these two, and it's holding up really well. But I just didn't have enough because I cut my fingers like 3 more times, a bunch of more times. Like I literally went like this, and I like the plastic lid like cut 2 fingers. How annoying, right? Have a good day. If you're gonna get tattooed, get it somewhere that's a little less brutal, like maybe on the extremity or forearm or shin or calf or shoulders, not too bad. Upper back's not too bad. Lower back's a bitch. Closer to the spine. Thighs suck. But pain is temporary and art is forever.